Welcome to your Japanese kitchen. We're here at the Kurihara residence in Tokyo. It's a rather fine day, but it's still a little bit warm for my taste, don't you think? Yeah. Oh, but Harumi, I have to tell you right from the start here, thank you. Yes. I just love this program because I always get to eat wonderful home-cooked or home-style Japanese food.
So I'm so happy to hear that.
Oh, man, I just really enjoy this program. And so tell me, what will I be able to eat today? I mean, what will we be making on the program today?
So we will be making Japanese style curry and rice.
Ooh, really? Curry and rice? You know, they recently did a poll on that, and they do many polls on the favorite foods in Japan.
Yes.
And curry and rice is almost always in the top 5.
Yes.
It is a very, very popular dish here in Japan, isn't it?
Especially children love it.
That's true. Kids love it, but I love it too. You know, in Japan, everybody likes curry and rice, but probably it's not well known around the world that curry and rice is so popular here in Japan. So we're going to show you how it's made at home and why it's so popular all around the country, okay?
Yes.
So let's begin.
Today's recipe is a family favorite, Japanese-style curry and rice. It can be made with a variety of ingredients. Today, our guest is Vaclav Vladimira from the Czech Republic. Vaclav's wife is Japanese, and he loves her cooking. Today, he'll be learning a fun recipe to take back home with him.
Nice to meet you. Very glad to see you and meet you. It's very great pleasure for me to be here now.
Hi.
Great pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Should we call you Vaclav?
Oh, yes, please.
Vaclav. How long have you been here in Japan?
Well, maybe everybody will be surprised. I am very long here, already 40 years.
40?
Yes.
40 years?
40 years.
40?
40?
Not 14?
Not 14, yes.
So you've been here longer than I have.
Oh, really?
I've been here about 30 years myself, and everybody just gets blown away by that. 40 years?
40 years, yes.
What do you do here in Japan?
I am musician, cello, professional cello player.
Oh.
Yes, so I used to play in orchestra.
Wow, so you've been here for 40 years. I'm sure then you must like Japanese food.
Oh, yes, very much. To say truth, I eat only Japanese now.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Of course, then I go to my country if I go home. So I eat Czech, but in Japan now, mostly Japanese food. Yes.
Do you like curry and rice?
Yes, of course.
Today we're just going to do a really basic dish that is cooked often at home, and it's one of the most popular
very
dishes
popular
in Japan, even though it's curry.
And actually, when I was in Czech Republic, I never heard about curry rice. The first time I tasted in Japan.
Yeah, the same with me. I never had curry in the United States. The first time I ate it was in Nara Prefecture, and I thought, wow, that has a very interesting diet here.
Let's get cooking. Japanese-style curry and rice. Here are the ingredients.
Okay. So let's introduce the ingredients first of all here. Starting on the far side here. This is, let's see here, the pork. That's pork. Strips of pork.
Shodapo.
Okay, and we've got some konjaku, which has many different translations into English. 100 years ago, it was called devil's tongue.
Devil's tongue.
Yes. Because it's very chewy. And there's nothing like this anywhere else in outside of Asia.
Yes, sure.
Oh, very good. Very chewy.
In Czech, never seen. I've never seen.
Then we've got the deep fried tofu here, and for our vegetables, we've got let's see, we've got the chives. We've got this is daikon, I think.
Daikon.
That's daikon, the big white radish, a carrot, and some huge mushrooms. Are these eringi? Eringi. That's the name of this mushroom. Then we have here taro potatoes. In Japanese, they're called sato imo.
Sato imo.
These are very popular, of course, again, in the sort of the inland parts of Japan. And we've got all of the various flavorings and things here, but I just wanted everybody to take a good look at this. This is the sort of condensed form of the curry sauce. But you know, the wonderful thing about curry and rice is that you can mix and match almost anything.
Oh, yeah.
And it tastes
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to have konjac. You don't have to have
yes,
these
sure.
things.
There is some food in Czech, they call it goulash. It's some kind of stew.
Yeah.
And you can also mix meat and vegetables, anything, any ingredient. Something very similar.
Yeah, I think that's really why curry and rice is so popular in Japan, is because you don't have to have these specific ingredients.
Exactly.
You can mix and match vegetables and meat and other things to fit the tastes of your own individual family. Right?
Yeah.
So tell us, what else, what other things can be used?
Yes. Then you can use instead of potato
Yes.
and the turnip and mushroom.
Turnips or mushrooms?
And chicken and beef.
Seafood.
Yes.
Yeah, chicken
Also
curry.
potato.
Yeah. Let's get started.
Yeah.
What comes first?
Boil the konjac.
Boil the konjac. Okay. Oh, we've already got some water boiling there, so that's good. And tell me, why do we boil the konjac?
To remove the bitterness.
Bitterness,
Ah.
see.
Yeah, raw konjac is not too appealing. You want to boil it a little bit first. Good idea.
Okay.
Do we boil it, but not very long? Just a short time.
Short time.
Okay.
Boiling.
And then set it aside and let it dry. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's not too hot.
So,
Join me.
okay. So you
Here the konjac with our hand. Okay.
Oh.
That's half and half.
Okay.
これを
Oh, with
こ
hand.
んにゃく
I see.
Oh.
I've never seen
Tear it
that.
apart.
By doing this,
Oh.
the konjac will absorb
So,
the flavor
the
better.
flavor better. Oh, really? So it's good to squeeze.
I have
before
seen
eating.
this technique before. Yes.
Oh,
And it's also a lot of fun to tear it apart with your
Yes, it's for children. They love.
Yes. At home, if you have kids, just say, "Hey, kids, tear it apart." And they love destroying things.
Oh, funny, very funny.
You want to tear it into like bite-sized pieces, so it's easy to chew in the mouth there.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
The 油揚げ
Next, aburage.
and half. Yeah.
Okay. And now you want to cut this one with a knife. This is a little difficult to tear apart with your hands.
Four pieces.
Yes.
One,
Okay.
two.
It's a very sharp knife, so do be careful.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that was easy.
And carrot, daikon, and 1 centi thick.
Slice.
1 centimeter?
Yes.
Slice?
One.
Yes.
1 senchi. Senchi is
1 centimeter.
Quarter.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Okay. And cut.
1 centimeter thick. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is daikon. Of course, many people like to eat this raw, just
Oh,
like
yes, me too.
it's kind of spicy.
Yes.
I enjoy that a lot. They turn it into pickles, like what they call takuan. The yellow,
Yes.
the yellow pickle called takuan.
Yeah.
Do you like takuan?
Right.
Oh.
Takuan. Oh, yes, I can eat. Don't eat especially every day, but sometimes.
Now takuan, of course, is like another one of the most
One
popular pickles in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically everything is cut to bite-sized pieces there. When I was a child, I never saw daikon in America, but have you ever seen them in the Czech Republic?
Me too. First time in Japan.
Really?
But now I can get it in Prague.
Oh, really? Okay, so in specialty shops.
It is imported, I think, but you can get it.
Well, it's quite a place to.
Cut in half, biringi, and 8, no. 8 millimeter slices.
Like this?
Okay.
Oh, is that alright?
Yes.
Ooh, that's pretty big.
Too big.
That's bigger than bite size.
マッシュルームはいっぱい水分含んでるので大きく切るんです。
Oh, it has a lot of water in it, so that's why you cut it so large. Is it going to shrink?
Yes.
It'll shrink. Okay, that's why she's cutting it so
I
large.
see.
I get it.
で、タロ
タロ。
1
Half.
で、1 cm, 1 or 2.
1 cm?
Okay. Do do you cook a lot at home?
Sometimes, if I have time.
Oh.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Who cooks your Japanese food?
My wife.
My
Is your wife Japanese, may I ask? Okay. Okay. Yes, if you're going to eat Japanese food every day, it does help to have a Japanese wife. That's true.
Yes.
That is true.
Cannot do without Japanese wife.
What? Get
She's a
married
little
with
embarrassed to ask English, but why did you decide to marry a Japanese lady?
Well, my wife studied in Prague, so we met as students. So we married. Yes.
That's romantic, don't you think?
It's very.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we continue now.
Chop the curry.
Very small pieces.
Yes. Yes.
So that it will
Very easy.
melt
dissolve.
more easily
Yes.
in the hot water. Now, some people don't cut the curry before they put it into the hot water.
Yes.
They just let it melt naturally in the hot water. But she's cutting it. I guess that would make it, that would make the curry much smoother, much more quickly. And you do have to be careful.
And cut the pork by
Okay.
the bite size of the pieces. Okay.
Is it all right? No.
Cut the wakegi.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
And again. Yeah. Not too complicated there. But, this is really colorful, or it's going to become very colorful curry.
So many vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, it's really healthy. You have lots and lots of different things here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5 different kinds of vegetables, plus the curry, plus the meat, plus the high-protein tofu, the deep-fried tofu, and you've got the low-calorie konjac.
Yeah.
Lots of different textures all in one meal. This really this is neat. Okay, I think we're ready to get into it now. So, Harumi, please show us the next step here.
In a deep pan.
Big pan, yes.
Turn on the heat.
What we put in
Mm.
first? First
A
is
little oil
oil.
and crushed garlic.
Garlic. Crushed. I see.
Garlic.
May I ask a question? What kind of oil you use?
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable. Yes, thank you.
Then when the aroma comes out,
Yes.
and add the pork. Right.
Pork. The fried.
Okay. So that'll be the next step.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can smell it. This also is going to have an aroma of garlic in and amongst all the rest of this. This is going to be wonderful.
Really, in any food, garlic tastes good.
Oh, it just adds a little bit extra to. So they have a lot of Indian and Pakistani restaurants in Tokyo. So people really do enjoy the different kinds of curry around Japan. But this Japanese style is still the most popular by far.
I'll sprinkle a little salt and pepper. And konjac.
Oh, next is the konjac. Okay.
And the daikon and the nijiu.
Okay. Now you notice she's picking up the pace here. She's moving faster and faster as we go along. Once you get to this point, you got to start moving. Yeah. And actually, this is one of my favorite things about curry and rice is that once you get started, it's very quick. It's very quick. I'm already very hungry, So I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, now.
Okay, so now we have vegetable, konjac, meat, pork, and garlic. So, and the rest is here. So we put later.
When they are cooking time, very different.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Maybe the timing. Yes, in cooking, timing is very, very right.
Some of these, if you cook them too long, they get too soft. So the timing that you use when you actually add it to the dish, a little different.
Previously heated dashi.
Oh, okay. Now here comes. Whoa, here we go. Okay.
And simmer over medium heat.
Okay.
For
Medium
about
heat.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Short.
Only 5 minutes.
Very short.
That's great. That's great. Okay, now it's starting to look sort of like a stew at this point. Sort of looks like a stew.
Yeah.
But the vegetables and the meat have both been browned. They're a little bit softer than before, but we still don't add the soft stuff yet.
Not yet.
We still wait on this,
Not
right?
yet.
Okay.
As the dish simmers, skim off the scum that forms at the surface. Cook until just before the vegetables become tender. Pierce them with a toothpick to check their firmness.
Okay, they've simmered for about 5 minutes now. Are you going to check them again? Or, you're going to go ahead and...
Okay.
Now you add the mushrooms.
Yes.
Now, you said that these are going to shrink a little bit, right? Okay. Okay, the deep-fried tofu and the taro potatoes.
Taro potato.
Okay. Now, you'll notice that...
これね、水分よりも具が多く見えるでしょ、ね、だけど、こう味が馴染んでくるとそうじゃなくなるんですよ。不思議よね。
It almost looks like she has too much stuff in there. You know, like you can't even see the liquid because there's so many different things in there. But you say as it cooks, the liquid level kind of comes up a little bit. Oh, this should be interesting to watch.
Until the taro is that soft.
So we're going to simmer it a while longer until the taro potatoes get soft. Very good. Ooh, it's beginning to smell very good.
Oh, yes.
Is it ready?
Yes. Simmered for about 7 minutes.
About 7 minutes. So just about right there.
Kareru.
Now we finally add the curry.
Kareru.
Yeah. That's, because we put it in right at the end. That's probably why we should cut it. Some people put the curry in.
Easy.
Yeah. Yes. So some people put it in very early in the process, and so it has time to melt and, and get around in the food here.
Tips. Finely chop the curry roux before adding it to the pan. This will help it dissolve more quickly.
I see. You put it in kind of at the late stage here. Yeah. So that's why it's important to cut it.
Yeah, it's very important. Oh, it now smells curry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And I tell you, the smell of curry gives you an appetite.
Finally,
You must be hungry now.
I'm starving.
add mirin.
Mirin? Okay, kind of a sweet, sort of a sweet cooking sake.
It's
Some sauce.
Okay, what kind of soy sauce is that?
It's
Is that
shoyu?
Usuguchi?
濃い口
Oh, just regular soy sauce.
Regular soy sauce.
Okay. And that sort of gives it a distinct Japanese flavor. Mirin and soy sauce.
Yeah.
Something you won't find in India, that's for sure.
Yeah, maybe in Czech you cannot find mirin.
Mirin.
あとわかめ
The last thing is
Put in the chives. Now, these don't take very long to cook at all. Oh, look at that. That's such a colorful, healthy-looking dish.
で turn off the heat. Okay?
All done? Okay.
It's done.
it's done.
Our Japanese-style curried rice is done. Pour the curry over the rice and enjoy it with any pickles you like.
It actually adds an extra dimension to the texture there. Okay. You notice that she's making sure that she has a little bit of each vegetable in each serving. Okay, so let's see.
Rakyo?
Baklava, you like the lakyo. This one, I think, Harumi, you just put some on yours. And this is fukujinzuke, which is many different kinds of vegetables. You can chop it up real fine and then pickle it simply. It's like in soy sauce, although it's a much more elaborate process than that. But this is very, very popular. A lot of people put it on their curry rice there. And this is one of my favorites. This is shibazuke. These are cucumbers that have been pickled with a little bit of shiso leaf, and it's very, very crunchy. They try to maintain the crunchiness, and this is one of my favorites. So I'm going to put this one on my curry, okay? So we all have different pickles on our curry, which is okay.
A little bit.
You can pick and choose.
Portion.
Yeah,
Portion.
yeah, okay.
Oh, you want to try?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, oops, I spilled a little there.
I like to try anything.
With ginger, it's alright.
Ginger,
Okay.
ginger, I like.
Yes.
I love.
So, anyway, let's eat it and see what you think.
Okay.
Itadakimasu.
Go ahead. Have a bite.
Very nice.
Yes. It's first time with konjaku. Great taste, great.
Oh boy, there's so many different textures in here.
Yes.
You know, the deep fried tofu has one sort of texture. The potatoes and the daikon are completely different. And then you've got the different pickles on top there, which give it kind of a crunchy, snappy flavor on top of it.
Yeah, very special taste. Yeah, it tastes great. But I think they will enjoy. But not so many chance to eat.
It always amazed me. You know, Japanese-style curry, and of course Indian curry too, they're also good, but you don't eat this in many other countries, like Europe and America. Curry is just not very popular. I don't know why. It's so good.
So good.
Indian curry is very, very nice. So, but it takes too long
I see.
to prepare.
Maybe. Yeah.
So this curry is very easy.
Very easy,
It's
very
about
fast,
30 minutes.
and great taste and very healthy. I think.
Yes.
Very healthy because the balance of food, ingredients, and vegetables.
Thank you.
Compared, okay, if you're eating Harumi's curry right now, and your wife also makes this, I assume.
Yeah.
Which is better?
Well, my wife maybe is watching.
She's watching the program. So you better choose your words carefully.
Yeah, she cooks very well. Any kind of food, even Czech food, she can
Really?
cook. Yes, you love. And really, her curry is very good, great. But it's a little bit different, you know,
Different,
because
very different.
it's first time. It's aburage,
Konjaku.
konjaku,
Yeah.
satoimo. Yes, very unusual. So it's different. But this is maybe faster made than she cooks. Maybe. Yeah. It tastes great.
Yeah,
I like it very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, Harumi Sensei,
Thank you.
thank you
Thank
again.
you.
very much.
Thank you again for a wonderful program.
Thank
You've
you.
introduced
Thank
a
you very
beautiful
much.
new dish.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the people out there are all going to try this right away.
And I learned a
Thank
lot.
you. Yes, thank you so
very
much.
I did too. Oh, and at the end of our program, we always say goodbye in the language of our guest. So how do you, in Czech, how do you say
In
goodbye?
Czech, naviděnou.
Navigate.
It's like see you again.
So navigeno.
Navigeno.
Okay.
Okay.
So, anyway, thank you again, Harumi
Thank you.
Sensei.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaclav.
Thank you very much.
It was a
enjoyed
pleasure
very
having
much.
you on the program today.
Thank
and
you.
thanks to all you people out there watching our program. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you'll try this curry. It's really good. See you again next time. And we'll say...
Navigeno.
Navigeno. I almost forgot.
Let's review how to make Japanese-style curry and rice. First, prepare the ingredients. Boil the konjaku to remove its bitterness. Let it cool and tear it by hand into bite-sized pieces. Cut the aburage into 8 pieces. Cut the daikon and the carrot into 1 centimeter thick quarter rounds. Cut the eringi in half and slice it into 8 millimeter thick pieces. Cut the taros into 2 to 3 centimeter pieces. And finally chop the curry root. Cut the pork slices into 2 to 4 pieces. Cut the wakegi into 6 centimeter long pieces. Heat some oil in a deep frying pan. Lightly fry the crushed garlic. When the aroma of the garlic is released, put in the pork. When it's done, season with salt and pepper. Add and cook the konjaku, daikon, and carrot. Pour in the heated dashi stock and simmer on high heat for about 5 minutes. Skim off the scum if necessary. Check the hardness of the vegetables with a toothpick. Simmer until just before they become tender. Add the eringi, aburage, and taros and simmer with the lid on for about 7 minutes until the taros become tender. Add the chopped curry roux, and when it has dissolved, add the mirin and soy sauce and mix. Finally, add the wakegi, cook a little more, and then turn off the heat. Ladle the curry onto the rice, and your Japanese-style curry and rice is ready to serve. For full access to today's recipe, simply visit our website. Please join us next week for rice with sanma and egg drop soup.